Hello everyone, welcome back to more Final Fantasy X Part 2. I'm the BlackShadow and we're getting ready for our second trip into Via Infinito, Bavel's Super Dungeon. We are targeting making our way to Cloister 60 today, but having done the first 40 in a previous video. I think this team could probably do it, although we might have some troubles on floor 60 is all I'm going to go ahead and say. Between this and the last video, we went to Jose Temple to take on the experiment. I have done a bit of work refitting and reforming our party. I haven't done so for a while. We've got lots of new garment grids, stuff like that. I also went and spent some time with Yuna off screen, picking up some blue bullet abilities for her gun mage dress sphere. Quite usefully, the Fiend Arena is actually fairly convenient for fighting specific enemies, and there's a couple you can find around Via Infinito as well. So I picked up some good stuff here. White Wind, Mighty Guard for Shell and Protect, Storm Cannon, got this off the Ironclad, I think is in Killiker. I think it does like the damage it does to all people in the all your opponents is like 38 times the amount of levels you've got or something like that, so that's pretty good. We got the Blaster off the Curl, and we might even pick up a few more along the trip as well. I've also gone ahead and refitted, as I say, garment grids and everything, so everyone's changed a bit here. Yuna is now using the Supreme Light Garment Grid for auto use of white magic abilities, which means I can free up an accessory slot. We've had a white Lorna for a long time. Also, I have a very heavy interest in being able to pick up auto life. That will be very useful for some future fights, and maybe even Holy once in a blue moon. So we've got that there. Also, the Dark Knight dress fit is on for Yuna. I have been doing a bit of work on both Yuna and Riku's Dark Knight dress spheres off screen. So taking out the White Lord, giving her a ribbon, which would be super useful. Everyone is also rocking crystal bangles. Riku, alternatively, is on Conflagration. This is the Flare magic dress sphere. Only at the 4 spots, as you can see here. But I am interested in trying to slightly slim down, especially Yuna's amount of dress spheres. I might be busting out some special dress spheres in the upcoming couple of videos. I've actually spent a quick bit of time grinding that off screen to give them some extra abilities there. We'll show it as we go. But Conflagration for Riku, allowing Black Magic, which she's got all of it, and also some Flare as well. She's running the Crystal Bangle and has the AP Egg for the time being, because Riku's got she's got some ability points to pick up. Oh boy. Oh boy. And then we have Pain, who is still running with Samurai's Honor, because access to the Samurai abilities like Fireworks and Spark and stuff like that are just really powerful abilities. I've kind of got on the Trainer Dress Sphere at the moment, because I do think it's actually... I have a soft spot for Pain during the Dress Sphere. I actually think it's pretty good with the Flurry stuff. Obviously, we've got Dark Knight, we've got Psychic should we need it, but I also put on here for the first time the Berserker Dress Sphere as well. We haven't actually used this yet. It is very high damaging, also pretty high agility. It's pretty quick, lots of health too, and I think this could be very useful in the future. So we'll probably bust this out a little bit, and that still has access to Bushido abilities as well, and I think could be quite an interesting little dress videos. So we'll go with that, and she's also rocking the Champion Belt as well, plus 40 strength and defense. Okay, we'll all caught up to speed of where we want to be. So let's get over to Bavel Temple. I'll also need to remember to go to Luca. I haven't actually been to Luca yet over the course of this this series. There's a reason I'm leaving it. You'll see why. Anyways, let's go to Bavel. So, whenever you resume here, you have the option to continue from the deepest cloister reach, which is basically the last one you're at. I don't think that's going to take me to where I want to go. You can always just come back to Cloister 0. And then if you make your way down this right side, you'll get access to the lift system, basically. And we shall proceed to Cloister 40, where we took on Jiskel Guado. That Black Elemental fight was rough. But again, the hope is that by the end of this video, assuming we can get through level 60, we should be hopefully ready to proceed with more Fiend Arena stuff. We've got a couple of cups to go exploring there. And of course, Angora Mine awaits us in Beaconell Desert. So let's go descending. Thanks, Yuna. Okay then, so now we're into Cloisters 40 or so. We're going to start fighting enemies that are like pretty top end of encounters you would find across Spirit at this point of the game. The cloisters themselves, we might start seeing a couple of new ones dotted about. We've seen this one before to get the lift here.
We're not getting away.
Somebody's thoughts?
Confident, huh?
Yeah. Fun start. The Salamander boss fight. As I say, there's going to be some tricky fights here going on, so let's get to work here. We do have, obviously, the flurry here for pain, so we've got access to protect, haste, and shell magic, which is pretty useful. HP flurry also is pretty good, and also even some Asuna. So very nice and versatile is that. Let's go ahead and get some haste going. I want you to put protect on the party. Reminder, the Salamander is immune to magic. That's kind of a problem. So that's going to be an issue. We've got a load of bombs. Let's start chucking them.
Come on. Not knowing is the fun part.
As I say, you've got to be prepared for from beyond here. You are going to start getting into some nasty stuff. Wow, Pain just sparkled that for max damage. Did you see that 9999 come off there? Pain is an absolute... I don't know what it is I've done. Maybe having it as a warrior all the time, but like Pain is a serious damage dealer around here. It's pretty frightening. What else we got down here then? Some Baskinets, Balavaras. So again, some fairly solid enemies down here. Alright, give me a scatter shot. And I would like you to just use like Flurry Guard on yourself. That'd be fine. Bit of healing. One thing I've tried to do though is keep Black Mage abilities dotted about for some of the team. So that if we do get down,
Good girl.
if we do get down on MP, like I have got a load of ethers around. I've managed to get hold of a load of those from doing grind, stuff like that, but we can also just use MP absorb, stuff like that as well. I've got 39 elixirs, which I don't know how I came across all those elixirs, but I got them. It's pretty awesome. And Yuna is going to be flying around. I did consider giving Yuna, instead of the ribbon, either the gold hairpin for half MP, or even just giving her Ragnarok over here for infinite magic and no MP cost and just scatterburst everything, but I've decided against it for now. As a reminder, this Elder Drake is still going to beat our ass. We are not sure enough to fight that. That is, those will become common encounters by the end of this dungeon, by the way. It's pretty frightening. Now, with this cloister, you can head down the left side, and there's usually a Tomberry here you can chat with. He'll give us some goods, more of these things. I won't show off all these fights, but just it's a nice way to kind of give you guys a feel for where we're at in regards to, you know, general party strength and such. Like, we're doing pretty good at this point, I think. I'm pretty happy with how things are going. But still work to be done. Sorry, Yuki. My potato masher was for nothing. Sorry about that. I should also probably change Yuna's dress sphere. Like, I should do so in some degree of stuff. Yuna is maxed out on Gunner sphere as well, so we should probably change that now. So let me do that next fight. Remedy, nice. All sorts of stuff you can get from him. You can get potions, you can get turbo ethers. Alright, well, change it is. I suppose while we're here, let's keep changing all of this for the time being. Get the full scene, because I haven't actually used this dress sphere myself before, I don't think. Second dress sphere is pretty badass.
Pure energy, a power beyond all human knowledge.
That sounds like the psychic dress sphere to me. Not inaccurate.
I've got it.
How much damage do you do with these attacks? I'm curious to know.
You're fired.
Quite a bit. Oh, it's immune. It absorbs fire? I guess I shouldn't have expected that.
Oh, yeah.
It's my own fault.
All right.
So we're going to do a little bit of learning on Yuna, because I might get put in a position where I might have to use a lot of Psychic Dress Sphere. I'm hoping to avoid that. But we will definitely do so. To note, I have been doing some with Pain, with her Psychic Dress Sphere. We've got most of the main abilities. Some of the really broken stuff here we can't get until we start picking up some of these eaters. One thing I also am interested in doing, but I'm not going to do just yet, is Yuna's Songstrift dress here. Because we've beaten a couple of the optional dungeon stuff, we have access to MP Mambo, as well as Magical Mask. This is what we get for defeating the experiment the second time, I believe it was. And yeah, nullify magic attacks against the pipe while dancing. That's pretty good. And I might well look to bust that out later on in this dungeon. I don't think we need to right now, but that's something that I'll be considering fairly soon. Other thing to note as well that I also have access to, courtesy of the work with the Alchemist recipe for Riku, is we've already got access to ethers as well, so we can use that to top up our MP as we go, which, you know, is pretty useful and definitely doable. One thing that is noted in this game is that even if you defeat an enemy, any kind of like restorative magical skills that you have lined up still get used off, so you can still use those ethers. So for like feeding Yuna's MP and paying for abilities, like that can be done without using our general inventory, which is definitely very useful.
Nope.
Give me HP Flurry, please. And give me an ether on Yuna. You can see, like, the time it takes to use that ether is significant, but of course, if you beat the game and you win the fight, you get to use it anyways. There's HP 5, bro. That's like 1,500 health, unless if we weren't shelled. Like, that's serious stuff. That's like a Cura get. Stop looking adorable. So, you know, looking pretty decent. Whoops. But yeah, definitely once you get to about 50, 55, the difficulty curve around here starts to really accelerate. And when you get to about like 70 onwards, it just starts getting kind of ridiculous down here. We'll be fighting bosses, and by the end of this phase, we fighting like bosses and super bosses as regular encounters. It's gonna get pretty miserable down here. But that's just how it is. I need to fix that.
Hi there.
Huh. There's a freaking pop fry. What the hell are you doing down here? Interesting. Like I say, you'll start running into like just general boss fights down here. Don't blind me.
Let's take a look.
All sorts of crazy stuff here. Sort of lightning, we took water. But yeah, it's just, this is what you're going to start finding down here. It's just, you know, old boss fights and whatever else, which, you know, we have seen before. This Matla should work pretty effectively against you, actually. Oh yeah, this guy's history. Get out of here. But again, I do appreciate that because you do have the ability to, you know, some of these give old abilities. One thing I did forget to mention earlier in this video, when we fought the experiment, it has a ability actually called Annihilator, which I didn't pick up as a blue mage. That is a blue mage ability, and if you don't pick that up then and there, we can never get that ability again. So that unfortunately has been lost, which is, you know, unfortuitous, we'll say. But what you gonna do? Which I have that heal drop ability, by the way, from the freaking Yao something one. That is a 1 HP. That's a 1 HP ability. It'll take you down to 1. Really annoying. There's a really brutal spot in Kilika Forest when I'm chocobo hunting. With one of those and like 3 flamethrower Yevon guards. Basically, they just get you to 1 HP and then they just kill you. Really nasty that. And that's something that I've actually noticed, like in doing a bit of gaming of this, is that you see a lot of that more as you go through. Enemies that don't necessarily like they've got really beefy health or you know, do tons of damage, that sort of thing. There's quite a few enemies in this game that have attacks that put you down to 1 HP. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying. And I don't really appreciate it at all. And I wish they didn't do that, but, you know, that's just that's how they work. I mean, I guess it means enemies like that are like always a threat, because if they just take you down to 1 HP, like they're never not effective, you know?
Here comes my trump card.
But be careful with stuff like that. Okay, floor 50 it is then. We are officially halfway through the Cloister of Bavel.
I'm gonna whack you good.
So, what you'll tend to find around here is that the enemies, like, what's what I'm looking for here? The enemies that you face change every about 4-ish. About every 4-ish or so floors. Sometimes 5. That tends to be how they're kind of staggered. From my sort of experience. I'm looking through the data as well. Yeah, it's about every 4 or 5 that you'll find that it'll be changed. And it'll be upgraded effectively, so...
Well done, please.
Which, you know, seems about right. Yeah, Riku using black magic as alchemist it's not working out, is it? I thought it was like a really good idea, but it turns out actually it's not proving effective. Not even remotely. It's kind of depressing. I'm gonna have to think about this.
That's enough from you.
You're not dead from that? I missed? What? How? Thank you. Man, that's pretty depressing. Picked up Fire Eater as well for Yuna, didn't we? We do, yeah. So I want to pick up all the elemental protections for Yuna. Should we note that Pain doesn't actually have that for her version of the Psychic Dress Sphere? I went much more ability heavy. So I want to try and go more defensive wise for Yuna first up. Very dangerous. Let's get back onto that. Do you need to actually get you onto Berserker? I need to give that some practice. So I do. What's your, does Riku have... What projections you got on Dark Knights right now? Oh! I see. Whoop. Good to know for the future! Alright, well, let's give this some experience then, shall we? Give me a Mega Potion, and let's get you onto the Berserker Dress Field. Have a go, little dude. See you in a bit. So, Berserker Dress Sphere. It's not one I use very often, honestly. It's pretty unusual for me, but it is very strong. Allowing plenty of abilities to, you know, basically hit hard and specifically hit fast as well. You've really high agility with it. Pretty decent strength. It will be a potentially really useful dress sphere for us a little bit as well. So I do want to get some use out of this. But this combined with like some haste, for example, would be really, really potent. You don't have haste magic, do you? Do I have any haste magic? No, I guess I'm based on items, aren't I? It's a little unfortunate. There you go. Go get you some. Yep. And there you go. Berserk. Hit it for 8,000 damage. Especially with Pain as well, given the fact she's already got an innately pretty high strength with all the leveling. And she's rocking a champion belt too. Yeah, Berserk is pretty strong for her. So one thing that's nice as well with this, it's got some interesting abilities. It does the Berserker dress sphere too. Cripple, we saw that I gave it to Yaibel in the Fiend Cup to potentially half an enemy's HP can be good. Crackdown is really strong though, and I really like this. Damage an enemy, but also will break, shell protect, and reflect if the opponent's guard. That's a really awesome ability. Can even get access to some counter-attacking as well, which would also be pretty good. So lots of fun stuff to be had here. But yeah, innately the Berserker does not really have any defense, and it certainly has no magic. It is strength and it is speed. This is new. I was wondering when we'd start seeing some new cloisters, and this is definitely one of them. Okay, well. That doesn't work. I guess we're trying to get that to activate, question mark? Okay, so all these other routes don't actually go anywhere, so we have to go this way, assumably. Is this like a maze or something, I'm guessing? I don't want these goddamn rooks. Ugh, God, this is not what I want to see. Not a... That's a good miss, I tell you, actually. Give me some bombs, please. Bombs. There we go.
Not knowing is the fun part.
These Bushido are things she's got also really good. Like, momentum as well is really good for Pain because she's obviously defeated a lot of enemies over the course of this game. So that's really strong for her. Really, really good stuff. I think Mazerai is classed as a physical hit, by the way, because notice it's not blocked by the Ruck. Also, I was using it against the Salets. And I couldn't help but notice with the Salets that was also protected against Mazerai. Which is
Forgot to mention I had this.
slightly disturbing. So I guess it's considered a physical attack. Which does pose an interesting question. So we've noticed a little earlier, like with Yuna, like when she's been a black mage, she hasn't actually hit very hard. I think her magic stat is a lot lower than what it's probably meant to be. Maybe it's like meant to be like a lot higher than it has, but it just hasn't. I don't know. A bit weird. Anyways, I'm guessing this is like a maze. What in the... Oh no. Not you guys, really? Freaking cactuars. Oh my god. You know, I don't have time for this. I said I don't have time for this. I gotta pull those needles out of this dress, you know. Oh yeah, of course, you're freaking immune to... And everything missed. Could it have gone any worse if I tried? The answer is a resounding no.
I wanted to save this for something.
So I'm assuming going back on us isn't going to go anywhere, although who knows, really? Yeah, this is just a maze. Okay, so it's so you when we start, we go right, then we go up. It also gives me another thought, actually, thinking about it with Yuna. If it's still considered using, like, MP with, like, the various abilities, like Mazerai and whatever else. So that would mean if I was to give her the... Just throwing this out here, and I'm actually going to test this. If I was to give you the Solar Famasa, strengthen spells at double the MP cost, does that affect the Psychic Dresser abilities? I actually don't 100% know. Picking more abilities for Pain as well. We've got Unhinge here, Accuracy Invasion down, Intimidate as well for damage and slow on an enemy. I've actually given Pain the AP Egg just for the time being, just to pick up some of these little abilities here. I think it'd be pretty nice for her to pick those up, and then I'll give that back to Riku shortly. But yeah, this place is apparently made, so I guess when you spawn, go right, then go up. I don't know if this changes or not, but judging from other cloisters, I don't think these seem to change the whole time. Oh, God. You... Oh, boy. You don't care about this is so bad. We could be in trouble here. Right, you get that ready. I need to check this dude.
One enchanted bullet just for you.
How much health have you got? Wow. Wow. That's a pretty strong ability you've got there, isn't it, sir? Holy hell. Chicken wing level... Oh, no. It's not like one of those bits like level 5 death sort of thing, where it only affects you if your level is of a level 3. Notice it missed Pain. Is that how this works? Oh, God. That would be obnoxious if that's the case. Let me test here. That's just Sonic Boom. Okay, we have some issues here. Right, Yuna, get back into this. You need to mix me a couple of X potions, please. Yeah, getting hit for 6,000 damage, I don't appreciate that. That needs to not happen again.
Who ordered a round of Riku's surprise?
Thank you. Let's just get ourselves fully healed.
Time to act.
You need to die, please. Thank you. That wouldn't explain why it hit Yuna. She wasn't a level of 3. I guess I just got lucky I didn't get party wiped. Yikes. That was nasty. I assume... Ah, there's the to get if we want to get out of here. So it's around like in a shape. What the... Can I help you guys? Thank you. What is going on down here? Apparently that was the exit. Okay. Well, we'll have to go back there at some point and see what's going on down there. Alright, so here we are, this cloister again. So let's test to see if it's the same. So it was right... Then it was up, and then it was left, and then whatever on earth was going on beyond there. Oh, we are fighting all sorts of fun things. Sargon Chiefs and King Takawubas. These are the guys from the Cactuar Hollow, one might recall. Just throw that out for me, please. And if you'd be so kind to get some fireworks going. Fireworks is such an incredibly strong ability. The fact that fireworks, like, is, you know, based off strength, whatever else, the fact it ignores defense, like, it is an unbelievably powerful ability to have access to. And what you'll start seeing, the AI will be more and more using that against us as well. Once you get to one of the cups coming up, you will see the AI will just start spamming fireworks at us, and it's going to be really, really rude. Not looking forward to that. I think just got hit for 7,000 damage by Pain. That was beautiful. This also looks different. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Was that a good thing? I don't know if I should have done that. It sounds like vaguely familiar me doing that, but... It's been a long time. Missed both of them. I guess we shall see. Yeah, these cactuars are definitely about... as I mentioned in the Cactuar Hollow, be careful if these guys, the Jumbo Cactuars, they don't attack you unless they become oversold. In which case, they do throw out some really nasty stuff. They have access to Gar level spells. They also can even throw Flare at you. Which is kind of rude. Which is kind of rude. I think it's dead. Good. Need to pick up an express there as well. There's a lift here. I was just looking around like I was meant to go ahead, but... Interesting. My god. And so... There was one Guardian to defend all of the lifts. Okay, well that took us up here. Was there just multiple routes I could take? Was that like full of like an Elder Drake or something? I don't want to leave. Oh. That's a freaking Mega Tomberry. Guess we're not going that way. I need to leave. I think if I press this to return to the surface, I should be able to return back to this cloister, because this is how it works in HD Remaster. Easily, if you quit out, you'd have to return back to... It's different! What the hell? Alright, so we're down here on floor 59, getting ready for floor 60, fun and games. So something I want to make a quick mention of as well, is we've seen so far in cloisters 20 and 40, that the idea is that, like, kind of the bosses that we're going to be fighting are going to be from people that have been previously, like, kind of not unsent and not given particularly clean deaths. Which I guess makes a degree of sense so far. We ran into Wenk Enoch in floor 20, who, of course, was murdered by Seymour. With 440, we ran into Jisco Guado, who was, of course, murdered by Lord Seymour. Well, Seymour was a busy man in the last game, is all I can say. He did a lot of bad stuff. It is going to start getting a little bit more stretch as we go, though, truth be told. Going beyond this of 60 and beyond, it's going to maybe not make the most degree of sense, but, you know, what we're going to do. I guess I could have possibly... Could this team take on an Elder Drake? Maybe? Might be able to beat an Elder Drake. It's there or thereabouts, probably. But anyways, here we are then. Cloister 60. So for this first crack at this, I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just going to kind of do what we're going to do, and we're going to kind of see how it goes. We are going to take off the AP egg from Riku, though. She's not going to be needing that. What's going to be a good piece of equipment for you? Probably a speed bracer. Probably a speed bracer. And you can just stick with that for now. And we're just going to kind of see how we go. I don't expect this to go well. Cloister 60 has Maester Micah. Which doesn't make them kind of make sense at the end of towards the end of Final Fantasy X. He kind of sent himself because he was already unsent. But the boss fight for us is the Conjurer. This is where dreams and hopes go to die. $343,000 HP. Auto Shell and Protect. A fiend whose impossibly strong shell gives it very high defense. A powerful blow can supposedly shatter the shell. But can that be true? This is the gatekeeper to the rest of Via Infinito. This is probably going to go badly. So, auto protect, auto defense. The big problem with this dude is Megaton Press. 50 to 60,000 damage. There is no defending that. We ain't gonna live through that. So, what we're gonna need to do is rely on speed and cunning and abilities that are gonna try and get around Protect and Shell is gonna be our best way. There's no point playing Protect, Shell. It's just, what on earth is any of this gonna do for us? Not a whole lot here. So we're gonna go for some blue bullets here. We're gonna start getting to work. He does have a tongue attack as well, which there might be worlds we can survive those hits, but Megaton Press is basically just instant death, and there's no way getting around that. $1,000 damage, so just another 343,000 of those to go. Yeah, he also has MP attacks as well. There's a lot of annoying stuff he's going to be doing. Lone counter attack, good job. Okay. So we're going to have to be very quick here. So what we're going to do is rely, basically on speed. And we have to just slowly whittle away at him, knowing that we're not going to be able to withstand his attacks. Rely on a lot of health, a lot of Phoenix Downs hit, and we're just going to have to try and outspeed and out-action this guy. Riku as an alchemist will be useful. To some degree. And the good thing is with Megaton Press, it takes them so long to do it. But yeah, the problem is, it's super, super high defenses, so... Right, we're gonna change... Well, we need to Mega Phoenix here first off. I need to get people up here. But basically, I don't think realistically anyone can really survive any of these hits. Not realistic, especially not Megaton Press. No chance there. Alright, so we need to keep two fairly quick things. So I'm actually gonna keep... Yeah, we'll keep you as Alchemist for now. Well, you're just going down. But that's gonna be our best bet here, is just sticking to... as much speed as we can here. I need to get Yuna off of Gun Mage here. This is not helping. The thing is, it's like, I could maybe spend some time... like, building up Protect to at least survive, like, the tongue attacks. But realistically, I don't even think it's particularly worth it. And I don't even know if it's worth me going down, like, a Special Dress Sphere, because, like, even a Special Dress Sphere is not going to survive Megaton Press. I'd be basically hoping that the person responsible isn't going to get made. We can try with Yuna, though. See how we go. Alright. Keep this Phoenix Downs going, please. Nice crit. I appreciate having magic points. Yeah, so you can't rely on MP-heavy builds either, because you're going to... You're not going to be able to keep on a lot of that. We can try getting Yuna over to Special Dress Sphere. She does have access to Shield and Barrier, which might help her, actually. Maybe there's a world we can make this work. You need to E for yourself. Try and keep attacking, I guess. That did nothing, which is good. Wait, what do I even do here? Good miss! That was actually a really impressive dodge there. Nice work. Try and get Pain damage we can. Let's keep Yuna cycling these Dress Spheres. That's one thing you can also try and avoid is like high evasion builds to try and miss some of the tongue attacks. The Megaton Press, I think it's basically guaranteed you're gonna die here. Keep Yuna going. I guess we can get Pain berserking, although that might be potential suicide here. Alright. Let's get Yuna changed over then. Pain actually survived that hit. Good job. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Yuna onto Special Dress Sphere. And we're going to get her onto using, I think, Shield specifically. She's got, if you level up a bit, she's got abilities that will let her protect against physical and magical attacks. They only work against her, though. I'm going to try and get this activated here. I have spent some time leveling all this up here, which is pretty neat. But even this is going to be pretty brutal. Alright, give me Tough Nuts. That is effectively a protect spell. Nice dodge. But I made this point of leveling up because I think there might be some use here. This is unfortunately still going to be protected here, but we can, you know, step at a time. That's dead. Yuna does have access to all life, which is pretty good, though. Right, Stigma. I guess just keep hitting. That's not annoying at all. It's okay damage, but it's not great. Pistol play is going to be... Luckily, it doesn't need any MP, which is good, so we can keep going here. I guess put Regen going? Yeah, that's the problem. It's stuff like that. It's going to be really brutal. Alright, we might as well start throwing some magic here. I do have access to Flare Well on Yuna as well. 64 magic points for this. But might as well crack on with it. Oh. Shield does not work. Honestly, I didn't know. Now you do. Oh, Pain's still berserk, by the way. Good dodge. Well, Pain's going. She's got counterattack as well. She's going to be launching a lot of hits here. Right, Riku, just keep phoenixing down for now. We'll give, we'll try and give an X potion to Pain so she can at least try and... Well, that's not going to make any difference here. Just get her up. Alright. I guess just hit it. But unfortunately, you can see, the problem is, even with all this, we've done so little damage to it, is the problem. Alright, Sparkler, Phoenix down. And it's just such an attritional fight here. Riku is down, so I'm going to need to get her picked up with Yuna, who does need to draw into a quick address sphere. There's some half-decent damage there. It's not bad. But yeah, the auto protect and auto shell is just a real... Are you going to get this off in time? You are going to get it off in time. Good, okay. I think this is Megaton Press coming for paint. No, it's Gunk. Okay, that's fine. Go for an Absorb, please. Pain, keep hitting. And I guess... What do I want to do with you? Mix me a couple of Ethers, please. Because I had a feeling we were going to have some fun coming here. Yeah, we just don't hit hard enough, do we? It's the problem. What is it doing? What the? I don't know what that was about. I got nothing. I have nothing. I don't know what was going on there. That was quite weird. What is... Okay, there we go. He was like glitched there for a bit. He was like kept trying to gunk. Does gunk cost MP? Gunk might be an MP attack. Uh-oh. That's game over, by the way. My guess is gunk is an MP, is an ability that it cost him some MP, and he couldn't do it because I absorbed it, so he kept trying to do it and it didn't work. I think. Interesting. So, that didn't actually go as bad as I was expecting. All things honest, we did okay. The problem we've got is just doing enough damage to this dude. He's got over 300,000 health, and bear in mind, he's on auto protect and shell, which means effectively we need to do double that. And it's just the sheer amount of volume of damage that we've got to do to this thing is just so absurd that this could be an absolute attritional fight. There is one advantage that we do have in that there is no attack that the Contra can do which targets party. All of his attacks target one person. So which means that our advantage is speed and versatility around us. But it still doesn't deal with the problem of what do we do in regards to how do we cut through 700,000 HP's worth of damage. Now, I've talked about in the past how what you would do for this and basically any other super boss in the original PS2 version of the game is you would give a gunner like Yuna the catnip accessory, put them in haste mode, and just trigger happy. You get like 20 shots, and when you're in danger, in HP critical, you do 9999 damage, and all HP replacing items heal for 9999. And you would basically just trigger happy in haste, get 20 shots of 10,000 damage, and do it on the Contra twice, and you win. Solid. Obviously, that's not a thing you can do in the HD international versions because they put the wearer in berserk mode when they are in critical status, so you can't abuse that. It also puts the user, by the way, also in opponent slow effect as well, which is something I was not aware of until I looked it up for this video. However, it is still a guaranteed 10,000 damage. And I would actually argue if there is any fight in this entire game where I would consider using the catnip, I actually legit think it could well be this. We can't use the trigger happy, but the Thief Dress Sphere still hits twice on a physical attack. And it will ignore Contra's Shell and Protect. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it to Riku. APX's going to go, and she is going to take the catnip. And she is going to be our damage dealer. Every melee hit is 20,000 damage. The thing's got, what, 343? So that's 16, 17 attacks from Riku. And we can kill this thing. And what we're going to do with Pain and Yuna is we're going to have them on the quickest things we can find. And we're just going to basically... They are going to be pure sports from Riku. Riku is going to do all of the damage. I am going to keep the crystal bangles on them because it means that Pain might actually be able to survive a hit, possibly, from its standard tongue attack. Yuna actually being in Sight Dress is actually also pretty good here because the Sight Dress Sphere has access to Express, which we could use at the start, potentially. Which gives haste as well as evasion, because we can sometimes dodge its normal attack. Megaton Press is just death. And Pain has access to the Samurai Hayate, which does evasion haste as well. So I want to try and get him on there while they've got MP. And they're just going to basically just be pure supports, do nothing but just pick people at the Phoenix Downs, and that's all I'm going to do. And Riku's going to do damage. That is the plan here. What I'm also going to do with Yuna as well, she is not going to need the Soul Famasa here, is I'm going to go ahead and give her a ribbon, because that will give us poison protection. I believe the Gunk ability from the Conjurer, I believe, is poison based. I think that ignores it. The other alternative you could consider doing as well is maybe the Adamantite for defense. Also gives auto, shell, and protect, but Megaton Press just kind of is a bit irrelevant, so I'd rather have immunity from Gunk, and I think that'll do the trick. But yeah, as high agility, high evasion. You could also even consider with Pain. She's not going to need the champion belt, so we're going to go ahead and give her a speed bracer. Again, for auto haste. Again, to allow us to just, have access to, haste gear as well, stuff like that. And what's the plan? We're just simply going to try and outmaneuver this damn thing. It's the best I could come up with. Good luck, us. But this is where we're at now. We are in the world where we have to think of these specialized... builds, and we have to think of how we're going to get around these. So Riku's just waiting to be killed, basically. Until then, I guess you might as well chuck out a light curtain for the rest of the party. No reason not to. You're on Hayate. Anything else I want to do with you right now? Do I just have you on standby? Yeah, Yuna can sort herself out here with, well, she's going down. Oh, no, she survived. Wow, the thing just got in just in time. Neat. The protect just about saved her life there. But that's what we're going to do here, basically. Here comes Megaton Press. Unfortunately, there is no protection against that. There's nothing I can do about it. That is just death. There, Riku about to go down to Megaton here. Okay, so Mega Phoenix. So Riku will be automatically controlled here. She'll have, she'll be on permanent berserk, permanent slow, and she does all the damage here. I think she's about to go down, so that's why I just did that. Your Megaton Press was coming, I knew it. We want to spend as much time as we can outside of menus so that we can get this set in. There we go. 20,000 damage. Done and dusted. It is all about keeping Riku going here. The permanent slow is a bit of a bitch, but what are you going to do? Right, X Potion Pain. Bushido, get yourself back on Hayate for the evasion. Yuna, Phoenix down. And just wait on standby. No need to do anything else here. Here comes Gunk. Doesn't really matter. Sonics, you're on Express, aren't you? Yeah, you haven't gone down yet. That's fine. I guess Antidotes. You. Nice miss. That's all we're going to do. Just stay on here. I guess Ether yourself. Having the MP would be useful. Go on, Riku. There we go. There's more hits here. I was hoping that would stop the Gunk attack. It didn't. Well, that's, I got that one wrong. I guess just have some Ether going. That's what I hit it, I suppose. But yeah, unfortunately, nothing else that we've done with Riku. It's the best thing I've got here. But all these hits are good. You know, it's just time that's being wasted by the by this here. Riku might occasionally dodge that attack as well. Not often, but occasionally. What about a light curtain for us? Get some more protect going. Pain could do with it. Nope, never mind. I love the drama though, that's good. Another one again, yep. Until she gets Express off, she's probably going to be getting down by these hits. We're going to try and get Yuna to get Express going. I mean, this is obviously just picking down, but this is okay. This is manageable. Riku's doing the damage. I can live with this. Can't live with that, though. That's unacceptable. Right, Phoenix down. I guess trying to get Express off. If you get killed, you get killed. Damn it. That's going to stop that plan going. It might even be worth staying in active mode just to help get more, actions off. Riku losing MP is irrelevant. Her being poisoned is irrelevant, I'm pretty sure. Bushido, I need you to... You have evasion, actually. Oh, you keep that. Nice. Yeah, there we go. Get those dodges in. Pain's got counterattack as well, which is kind of neat. But there's just no need to do anything here. Get Yuna out of the way there. Just so it... Basically, also it means if it takes longer for it to turn, it is technically taking longer to do its things. It's slightly efficient. Yep, Gunk's fine. I can live with that. Let's give us an ether. So we got something going on. Alright, pick it up. Pain, is Pain got, is she on protect status, by the way? I actually don't know. No, no one is. Well, might as well get that on. No reason not to. I mean, Pain can survive like a normal hit. That'd be nice. I suppose just kill yourself. If he Megaton presses you, it doesn't matter. There you go. Keep going, Riku. More Megaton press. Yeah, there's just no surviving that. But the strategy's working here. This is working. And believe me, I'd much prefer just trigger happying this thing to death, but this kind of works. Nice dodge there. Get you on Express if you can. And it's dead. That's it. It's over. And that is the Contra defeated. Very nice. I am very happy with how that went there. That was a great result.
He's not here.
Who?
Trema.
Who's that?
Trema is the founder of New Yevon.
Oh?
He kept all of the spheres from Spear's past to himself and then vanished without a trace. Who'd have thought he'd crawl down here?
But that was a year ago. So he's probably already...
Dead? Maybe he was from the start. They say he was able to control the most powerful of fiends.
Which is why I really think we should go home now.
Got some bad news for you, Riku. Got some bad news for you. But yeah, that went very well. And I'm very happy how that went down. Good job, guys. Good job. Well, we are done for a video. Gonna call that a success. The rest of Via Infinito is going to be pretty ugly, and we've got some prior business to attend to before we get into that. So we are going to be boarding the airship and getting out of here for now. But yeah, I'm glad that strategy worked pretty decently. Against the one thing that you have advantage over, it's that it cannot group attack. So you can kind of manage the situation. I'm sorry, my dear. Right then, so we're going to end the video here. So thank you very much for watching. We will return to Via Infinito in a future video, but not quite yet. I think next up on our tour list is we need to make our way back towards Beaconell Island. We've got the Angara Minyu boss fight to take on, and I think it's time for us to make a crack onto that. If we can kill a 343,000 health fiend like this, then we can do it against Angara Minyu as well, but that is going to be difficult still, and I'm going to have to change the party a bit and readjust that. That's what you got to do. We're in super bosses in this game. We got to think about our builds a little bit more, rather than just the casual, we'll be fine. So very much for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.